Ladies and gentlemen, Kaleidoscope Evening with Gelda show has the honor to present to you our notable guest, the poet Dr. Prasanna Bhatta. Be welcome, esteemed poet. Dr. Prasanna, M.A.M.E.D., retired principal of GVJC College and lecturer in English, revived his passion of writing in April 2021 poetry. Poetic figure nationally and internationally, and been published in many anthologies of national and international origin, as well as by many renowned communities of Facebook. Many creation of his own ink has been translated and published in Italian and Urdu magazine. Dr. Prasanna often prefers to write in structural poetry and has composed his different genres of poetry. His poems are well appreciated by poets and readers of different groups on Facebook, and has bagged more than 1,000 awards and appreciation within 1 year. As Kavya Kamba India Book of Records ebook, as co-author published by Amazon, is well accepted by the readers. Wow! Very well. Please, poetry, come in. Let's start our interview moment. Esteemed poet, tell us what poetry represents for your life.
Sweet evening, sweet brothers and sisters. I, Prasanna, Bhatta, India, am fortunate enough to have a chance to share my view, suggestion, thought, feeling before you all. Humble regards to promote Gangadhar sir, Gelda ma'am, and honor international reputed group Pen Wonders groups. Thank you very much for getting a chance to have a discussion about poetry. Yeah, excellent question, ma'am. A very peculiar question you asked me. So far as poetry is concerned, I would like to clarify that poetry has represented a prominent place after my retirement life. Really, I was the principal and English lecturer. So I know very well after retirement, most of the employees face difficult situation to spend time. But for God's willing, thanks to God, I have no time to think anything other than poetry. I got a Jocon company that helps me to pass the time pleasantly and honorably. Yeah. Thanks.
How long has poetry been part of your journey?
Thanks. For second question, you will be stunned and surprised when you listen my answer. Ma'am, I am a tiny poet, so to say. I am only 2-year-old poet. So far as a 2-year child in poetry world, though I have been teaching English 40 years. I have been discussing poetry for 40 years. So I didn't face any problem to write a poem because my favorite theme in literature, in English language, is grammar. That's why I can write poems. I can recite poems. Yeah, ma'am. It is a nice question. You made me laugh. Really, so far as English is concerned, nobody is my master. And English poetry world is concerned, nobody inspired me. Situation inspired me, instigated me, compelled me to join poetry world. Before coming to poetry world, I was the administrator of a grammar group having 195K group. 195K members group, but I saw I couldn't gain anything, couldn't gain any knowledge from that group. So,
What inspires you to write the most? And what's your favorite theme?
I was fascinated and mobilized with poetry when I joined a shell-off group, Suryodaya Literary Foundation group. That was my first group. And two poems inspired me very much. One is Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening, written by Robert Frost, Miles to Go Before I Sleep, Miles to Go Before I Sleep. And second poem, Sum of Life, written by Henry Wordsworth, Longfellow. Art is long, time is fleeting. Art is long, time is fleeting. That sentence motivated, mobilized me to do something. Yeah, a very interesting question you asked me. Though I write all kinds of poems, I never encircle with a particular subject. But my favorite is to write poems about humanism and the current situation, focusing especially for a young generation. Thanks a lot. Thanks a bunch for asking this question. You have raised this question. I faced this situation again and again in these 2 years. There is a hell and heaven difference.
In your opinion, what's the main difference between ancient and contemporary poets?
Pain with easy risk. Nowadays everyone can write poem. Sure, it is my view, because it is not my view, so to say, as per the definition of poetry, flightry and fighty. I have declared this one, and I have written 2 poems regarding ancient poet and recent poets, modern poets. Yeah, ma'am, thanks for this question. A poet is revealed through what he writes. If you think the word reveal is reveal, what is the meaning of reveal? To show something that was previously hidden, and that was previously secret or unknown. It is called poetry. It is your question. A poet is revealed through what he writes. It is partially true, but not in all cases. Because to write a poem for a poet does not need time, past, present, future. What is sprouted in his heart or her heart is expressed in verse, arranging with rhythm, rhyme, and poetic device. Generally, some poets express their hidden feeling thought in ink. But it should be remembered, actually what he sees, what a poet sees, feels, thinks, and what is immersed in the heart, the poet should go on writing.
In the statement, a poet is revealed through what he writes. Do you agree? And why?
Not only hidden thing, because I can say, I can declare, as a poet is an agent of God's newspaper, God's magazine. What a poet writes comes through the ear of God's. So what is hidden is not always written. A poet is the agent, a poet is the journalist of God. A poet should feel that he is the representative of God. He should focus. Nowadays, war is going on. So, without hesitation and murmuring, a poet should raise the voice against war. That is poet. Poet is not to write some poems using some words that nowadays what generally poets write. That is not poet. A poet should feel that he or she is the representative of God, is the agent of God's newspaper, is the agent of God's magazine. That is poet. Oh, okay, ma'am. Thanks for this question. I have posted a lot of poems for new generation. Really, ma'am, listening, reading, speaking and writing. If you think about development of...
Please, a piece of advice for the new generation poets. And now, a poetic message to the world.
Development of poetry, development of poems for young generation or any poet. Listening, what others say, reading, go through the poets. Reading is a good habit. Read the poets, speaking and writing. This LSRW are four walls and creativity is the roof. You listening, reading, speaking, writing are the four walls. Collect some theme. You use your creativity to mold the poem. And use word composition, really using of word composition, poetic device, the finishing to decorate the poem. Sure, why not? It is the message to young generation. Oh, young generation, love and be loved. Nice quotation. Love and be loved is to live, laugh the life. Love and be loved is to live, laugh, alive the life. Sure. Oh, poets, brothers and sisters, don't follow others. Don't follow others. Rather, make others follow you. A small thing came to my mind. कर बुलंदी जिना हर तहवीर से पूछे, खुदा खुद पूछे, बोलते राज क्या है. कर बुलंदी जिना हर तहवीर से पूछे, खुदा खुद पूछे, बोलते राज क्या है. Oh poets, don't follow others. If you make your habit follow others, you will always follow others. There will be no new for you. Don't follow others, rather make others follow you. Go shallow and shine. Be an epitome in poetry world. Poetry is a deal of joy, pain and wonders. Thanks, madam. Oh, why not? I will recite my very good poem. Just now, it is appreciated and admired by different groups, different magazines. Though it sounds simple, but there is a hidden meaning. Action short, reaction great. The title of my poem is Action Short, Reaction Great. The theme, the caption, the title of my poem, Action Short, Reaction, Result.
Well, finalizing our interview moment, kindly could you recite a poem of yours for all of us now, please?
Great. No need of property to show humanity. No need of bank balance to show your benevolence. Oh, brothers and sisters, a little dry rice in affection to flood affected person. A glass of water to a bitter sun-stricken man in need. A small warm cloth to a chilly smitten man to get warmth. A word of solace to deserted, frustrated persons. A little help and service to old-aged persons. A little time with grandparents to enrich your brain merriment. Oh, brothers, sisters, a small gift to near and dear. Small gift. A small gift to near and dear. To make nearer and dearer. A small red rose to lover. To please her anger. A small kiss on lover's cheek to capture a great peak. A small comment to pearl's ink. A short standing aviation to the singer's song. A small bush to children to their success. A small hug from mother to a daughter on affection. A little time prayer to praise God's creation. A little time prayer to praise God's creation. A small word. Have a good day. Thank you. To greet the unknown to known shows great result and reaction. It is called human lay, human. It is called humanly human. Thank you very much. Many thanks for giving me chance for this great group. You showed my face to the world. I'm a teeny poet. Though you invited me to have a discussion in question and answer, so my humble regards to you and international reputed group Pen Wonders. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Excellent. Thank you so very much for your brilliant presence shared with us today. My dears, this is the last show in this series of interviews. Pen Wonders International Group needs to fulfill new dreams and adventures for fly high. I am delivering this program today with the feeling of accomplishment. Very grateful to all the poets and poetess who together with me made this show shine through their generosity, talent, and great love for poetry. I owe them in my heart for all lifetime, and in memory too. Thank you so much, teaching and affection received by everyone who made me a much better poetry learner. I wish you all a lot of light and abundant blessings. Bye-bye.